First carry for Josh Jacobs. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. And he's got the hook up to Rose. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Here's Jacobs. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 49 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Wilson. Dancing to his left. And right away, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
The Seahawks
from the shotgun. Wilson.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one...
This is caught at the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
to number 14.
DK Metcalf. 62 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On second down, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 18. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
14.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. And they'll need to convert 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get this down to the 10. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Vegas.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Josh Jacobs, the ball.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Carr. This will be caught at about the 6. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
3rd and goal.
On 3rd down, Richard. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Raiders add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, Costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Rolling to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. All the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Seahawks 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Raiders 28, Seahawks 14. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
At the 31.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half. Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. This is Carson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down.
From midfield now, here's Wilson being chased out left. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run it with Carson. His blockers to get this up over the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 41-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Brings up second.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
A gain of
most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Left side complete to Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
The 9-yard line.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And how about this decision? Tie game, 4th quarter. They want the ball back on the onside kick. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought in... Analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
A first down and more for Jacobs. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders have moved out in front. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Maurice Hurst breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. He's back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down.
Fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Dancing to his left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Carson, and he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Never lost him with a pick. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get in the range and put one through the post.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the Seahawks' 43-yard line.
Carr going to look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
To throw is Carr. He's got it. And that will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game.
43, Seahawks 34. Daniel
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jonathan Abram picks it. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Raiders.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game. continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking,